Ooh, what's up, Wikimaniacs? It's your boy Sean back with you for another Monday Reddit reading episode. Holy, not gonna say it. This week we have a fiance who chooses a new gaming PC over a honeymoon. A couple who gets accidentally married. A fiance who gets cold feet 2 weeks before their wedding. And if we have time, a husband gets into a fight about taking too long on the toilet. And it wouldn't be a Monday episode without an Underbaki segment, but just kidding. We're recording this 3 months in advance, and we're not psychos who asked Alex to do that. So I made an Underbaki inspired segment. Is AI okay? All right. And that'll be it unless you give us money and you're a patron or YouTube member. If that's the case, then you'll also hear about a deacon who almost ruins a wedding. If that sounds interesting, links are in the show notes. If not, I hate you. Reddit on Wiki starts now. Hello, welcome to the show. If we look insanely different from last week, it's because this is 3 months ago. We're talking
Hello
to you,
from the
we're
past?
talking to the future. Yeah. Back to the future? I don't know how it works.
Have the elections happened yet?
Like that.
No, not yet.
Okay. Close.
Well, our world is not doomed yet. But this is the Monday after Josh's big day.
I'm married.
You know, he came up with a brilliant idea to not record on the week of his wedding, which is, you know, as smart as could be.
Josh chose recording over his honeymoon.
Yeah.
Test.
Can you imagine?
No, I did not. I think it'd be a short wedding.
I think the marriage would
or short
end.
Marriage. Yeah, the wedding would yeah, it'd be over.
But yes, Josh is now happily married. Can you believe it, boys?
Yeah. Still no ring on my
It was
finger.
a great wedding.
As we said, it's early.
I'm predicting it now. We're just bystanders and watching from the sidelines, and Sean and I are making fun of all the white people dancing.
Yeah, of course. As John and I, as the only colored people at this wedding,
No, that's not true.
This is like a diversity. It's like a diversity fucking hire.
All the photographers, when they take pictures of us, are just going to put us both. They're going to copy and paste us in multiple. Damn, there's like 5 Johns in this photo. That's crazy.
They all look the same. That's racist.
Well, you can't say that. But yes, I picked all marriage and or honeymoon stories in celebration of Josh and Sienna. So congrats, y'all.
That's exciting. Yeah, I'll be on my mini moon as this episode's releasing.
Ooh. Wait, where are you guys going for your mini moon?
We're going to go to Salem.
Ooh, scary.
Yeah,
Spooky.
Sienna's always wanted to go, and it's, it'll be nice around that time of year, and it's a pretty quick trip. We'll drive down, spend a couple days there, and then head back up to get me back to work.
You guys are driving there?
Yeah, it's only, 6 or 7 hours, maybe.
Okay,
No,
that's not too bad.
No.
That's not bad. That's like 1 hour more than me and John getting to each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yours is international and ours is in the same goddamn state. God damn it, Texas. All right. Are you boys ready to hop in?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. This one is coming from r/relationship ground score advice. Not cross-posted. It was curated by ya boy.
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah, I had to do some work this time. I hate it.
I appreciate it.
I don't mind at all. This is your wedding gift. I didn't get you anything else.
Oh,
My fiance.
Our presence is our present.
That's fair. You guys are flying pretty far.
Nah, we're going to get you a gift. Come on.
We got you, bro.
All right. This is my fiance, 25 male, spent our entire savings, which we both were saving, particularly saving for our wedding and honeymoon, to buy a gaming PC. What's worse is, ever since he got the PC, he's totally ignored me, 27 female. He has completely forgotten that I even exist.
Oh my God. Tough.
The way
Tough
I would
title.
be smashing the hell out of that PC.
Yeah, I'm selling that shit for parts, I think, at this point.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Wild how
goodness.
this title is almost the entire story. But
Yeah.
let's get into the details. My fiance and I got engaged in December of last year. In January of this year, we both decided to save money every month to go towards our wedding and honeymoon. In 6 months, we saved around $8,000.
It's pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last month, my fiance's best friend bought a new gaming PC. So even my fiance wanted to buy one. So he asked me, but I denied it because we both already had laptops. I told him that he could play games in the laptop that he already has. He repeatedly kept asking me if he could buy a PC, and I have finally agreed to it. But now I'm regretting it so badly.
Damn.
After also, what kind of PC? How much money did he spend on this?
Yeah, $8
How much
grand.
did
Those could rack up.
Well,
Mine, I got it a little bit earlier on, and that was when the new video cards came out. I have a 3080 video card when it first came out. So that was what, 3 years ago. And my whole system is like 4, 5.
holy
have
shit.
Yeah.
God damn. Yeah, I don't know. Cause there's now cloud gaming that you can do where it's like you basically pay a monthly subscription to play on like a shitty PC, but you can play on like a better, spec'd computer over the cloud. And it's just like,
Or
do that.
Steam
do what
Deck.
I did. Bought a
Steam
fucking
Deck.
Steam Deck.
Yeah.
So that way I could be right next to Juliet the whole time I'm gaming.
Hell yeah.
So-
Something like that.
Do they sponsor podcasts? That would be fucking sick.
That
love
would
a
be
discount
great,
on a
'cause I
Steam
would
Deck.
love
I would love a discount. Because that's what, $500? That's like a PS5, right?
Something like that. Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
I got mine for $650.
Yeah. There's different ones,
Oh.
different
Yeah.
spec ones. Yeah.
All right. I thought anything worse than this couldn't happen at this moment, but it has. It's been about 2 weeks since he got the PC, and since then, my fiance hasn't gotten up from his new chair. Ever since he got the PC, he hasn't even really seen my face. The only time he talks to me is when he is hungry. He'll call me over and tell me to get him something to eat/drink.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Get your ass up.
Yeah, exactly right.
What the hell?
For real.
Oh.
I know this fool's musty as hell, right?
I was about
yeah.
to say, is he fucking shitting in this chair? What is he doing?
Oh, he smells like Monster, Mountain Dew, and BO. is all I can smell.
Gross.
Taco Bell, what is it? Doritos,
Oh yeah, loco.
Loco Taco or something. Baja Blast.
Oh man.
I'll Baja blast this fool in the face if he don't fucking get the fuck out of his seat.
Have y'all ever had Baja Blast? I've never tried it. I've always wanted to, but I'm just
I
never at
love
Taco
Baja
Bell.
Blast.
I've never had it.
It's funny because I just had Taco Bell for lunch and I
Shit.
had a Baja blast.
Fuck yeah.
Not sponsored.
But please do.
Right, we will
Yes,
take it.
please.
I call him to watch TV with me, and he denies me, telling me that he's too busy. I call him to sleep together, and he denies me, saying that he'll sleep later. His sleep schedule has also been so fucked. He plays games the entire night and then sleeps at 5 a.m., only to wake up at 2 p.m.
This dude's living like the college life. Like this is what I did in college. when I
College
was
life.
22.
This is a fucking 16-year-old.
I was like, does this guy fucking work? Or
Yeah.
That's what I'm
What?
saying.
Gotta wonder.
Waking up at 2 p.m. is. Anyways, he's asleep when I'm awake, and he's awake when I'm asleep. From these past 2 weeks, I've been so lonely that it feels like I'm home alone, and I have nobody to even talk to. He is ignoring me so much that I think that he has absolutely forgotten that I even exist. I honestly feel like his waitress nowadays because from the past 2 weeks, the only interaction we both have is him asking for food and water and me giving it to him.
What is he, a hamster?
Get the fuck
He's a
up,
fucking
bro.
pet.
Right.
He also has 100% stopped doing any of his house chores. From the past 2 weeks, I have been the only one doing all of the house chores, and it's getting very hard for me to do it alone. We used to share these responsibilities and do all of the house chores together, but the last 2 weeks, he isn't even taking care of himself. He is barely even brushing his teeth and taking baths, let alone doing home chores. Also, he is actually supposed to be working from home, but ever since the PC arrived, he hasn't even touched his work laptop, and he isn't even seeing his phone to check if someone has called or texted him anything regarding work.
He might be
I'm
What
fired.
the hell does he do for work?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What is he
Can't
doing?
get fired if you never answer your phone. Checkmate, corporate.
I think he might already be fired. I'm now genuinely afraid that he might lose his job. Everything that is happening right now is so bad. I called my parents and told them about it last night, and they almost had nothing to say. I'm thinking of calling his parents tonight and telling it to them, and maybe they can knock some sense into him. But honestly, I don't know what else to do right now. I want to burn that PC. It would be very nice if someone suggested me something about this. Thank you very much for reading this, and thank you very much in advance for your comments and suggestions.
I have three advice, and you can take whichever
Oh, yeah.
one you'd want to take.
Are yours actual advice?
No, one of them is logical and two is petty, as usual.
Okay.
As
Okay.
usual. I'll giving you options though, OP. The first logical advice: break up. At this point, you are a maid to this person. It sounds like he doesn't even acknowledge your existence. Why would you want that? You don't deserve that. Like, you're being ignored and being treated as, like, not even a roommate at this point. You're just a maid
Yeah.
at this point in this house. So you don't want to go any further than that. Plus, it shows that he's like irresponsible with money and, taking that into consideration, and he probably spent a lot for that gaming PC. So break up is my first advice. Second advice: assert dominance.
Oh, shit.
That's half of your PC. So if I were you, the times where
Oh.
like he's not there, or I mean, he's probably there most of the time, sit your ass down on that seat and just be like, well, I deserve playtime too, because
It's
this
probably
is
so
part of my
gross.
money.
Yeah, get a
He
different
needs,
is
he
chair.
disgusting.
needs a new seat. You need a new chair.
You should definitely needs your own seat, but assert dominance.
Yeah.
Get that seat and just play
Like
with
it.
it. You don't even need to game. Just move the mouse around just to be petty. All right. Third option: cyberbullying. Whatever games he's playing, get really good at it. All right. Get into every single lobby that he's in and destroy the fuck out of his self-esteem to the point that he'll quit playing those games.
Okay.
So those are my 3 petty advices.
Hell yeah.
Nice. My petty advice is just find another husband, marry him, and then just explain that this is your roommate who lives in the house.
Yeah.
No,
He probably won't even know that you were fucking another dude. at this point.
yeah, would have no
Honestly.
idea. Would have no idea. I don't. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Divorce is my suggestion.
They're just engaged.
Oh,
So not even married. She can
Yeah.
just leave.
Dip.
true.
Yep.
That's true. You'd want to get everything you could, though. I don't know how you'd do that.
To be honest, if I were her, selling the ring, obviously,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
selling the PC as well.
yeah,
And then just fucking, I don't know, finding somebody else.
yeah. Honestly, I like how many months has it been since he's had the PC?
It's only been 2 weeks. Just took 2
2
weeks for him
weeks.
to devolve into this fucking 16-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, there's a potential he's going through some sort of depressive episode. I've been there where and this was again like before I could deal with my emotions properly. You know what I mean? Like going through
Yeah.
depressive episodes and just sitting down and gaming for 12, 15 hours a day. I've been there, so I know there is a potential underlying thing. But if he doesn't want to get help to fix that, then nothing's going to change. So it's not on you to force him to get fixed. But I'm just as a sidebar, there might be something underlying to all this.
That's a good take because I wasn't even considering that there might be something. I just thought this guy
Oh, he's probably just a
ass.
douchebag. Don't get me wrong.
just a stupid
That could be a good reason too.
asshole. But, it is, nice to hear that there's a chance that this is fixable.
Yeah.
Personally, for me, I just would, step one, Don't answer his calls if he's hungry or thirsty. Make that motherfucker get
Oh
up.
yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about that
100%.
part.
And then also, while he's asleep, I would just be putting like malware on his computer one every night, just to get where it gets slower and slower, and the games get less and less fun.
I love it.
And then maybe then he'll come out and then be like, "Holy shit, what have I missed? It's been 84
Is that
years."
The sun?
Evil Sean is great.
It doesn't happen often, but I think this is no one gets hurt, and you get a chance to see if they're right. Watch him be like, "Damn, this shit is slow. I need to buy a more expensive."
Yeah,
computer.
you're better off just selling it while he's sleeping, and then
Yeah, that's probably the best bet. Is
Yeah.
selling everything, getting out.
Don't sell the whole PC. Sell bits and
Parts of
pieces
it,
and
yeah.
the parts.
I've
But-
heard that's the way to do it. Or if you don't want to sell it and you just want to take it apart, that's also an option.
Yep.
You can just do that. Figure it out yourself. But yeah, boys, are you ready for the second story?
Let's do
Oh
it.
yeah.
All right, so we got two kind of short ones, and then our third one is just so long with updates. And I have a fourth one just in case, but it takes like 7 scrolls to get through this one, so it's
Holy.
rather long. So this one, very short and sweet, and then we're gonna jump into the fucking massive one.
All right.
All right, this one is coming from.
Jump on that massive one.
Oh, I'm not even gonna say pause because I'm for it. This one is
Sean
coming.
wants to hop in that grippy real quick.
It's. God damn, that's gonna be 5 months old. By the
Yeah,
time this
we're
one-
still mentioning Drake.
Damn. Oh shit. Okay, this one is coming from r/TIFU, and it is titled "Today I Fucked Up by Accidentally Getting Married at the UPS Store."
Interesting.
What?
This was posted 3 years ago, so kind of COVID-y.
Okay.
How do you get married at a UPS?
I guess you
store?
ship the ring, maybe if you're long distance.
Maybe.
Let's see. This happened just a couple hours ago. I recently proposed to my long-term girlfriend a couple weeks ago. Unfortunately, due to the nature of my work, we have to move soon, and having a real wedding before then during COVID would be impossible. I got off work early today, and after getting home, my fiance asked if we could go get some paperwork notarized for our courthouse wedding that we had planned to have in a month or two. We hopped in a car with the form we printed off the county website and drove to the closest UPS. The notary checked our IDs and had us sign, and then she signed, notarized the form, and said, "Congratulations." Cool. Now all we have to do is go to the courthouse on the courthouse. All we have to do.
You were in
Jesus
Canada
Christ.
for fucking 1 weekend, brother.
Courthouse.
Is that how we sound?
Yeah, that's
I don't
exactly how
know.
you sound. You don't hear it? Cool. Now all we have to do is go to the courthouse on a day of our choosing to be wed. My fiance called the courthouse afterwards, double checking to see if we needed to bring anything else. And after calling me, her boyfriend, the lady on the phone corrected her by saying, "You mean husband?" She then told my fiance that our state no longer requires a ceremony with the judge at the courthouse and that the form is literally the marriage certificate and she is now married.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Whoops. Anyways, we had a honeymoon picnic at a park near a lake.
That's awesome. I mean, that's such a COVID story where it's like, oh yeah, we cut that, extra step because we, want less contact with people.
Yeah.
So you're married now. Yeah, I mean, all it did was save you an extra day, basically.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
An extra
Yeah,
step.
that's what you call a relationship.
Oh man.
All right, so third story, boy. Oh, man.
Remember, marriage has its ups and downs. Okay?
Oh man.
Let that marinate
Okay,
for a
go
little
to-
bit.
Is it too late to
Let the
uninvite him to the
silence
wedding?
marinate. He's
I
been.
bought the tickets
He's been already.
baby.
Yeah, you're right.
He's been already. He had a great time.
Yes.
eating the.
It was chicken
Nice.
because I actually RSVP, Josh.
I know. I've seen it.
Have I not RSVP'd? Oh shit! Oh my god!
I had a fucking feeling, baby.
Holy
okay.
shit! As crazy as I saw that invite, I was like, "That's so cute." Oh, I'm gonna do that shit immediately. After
That's
this.
my subtle jab that I know my boy has not gotten
that's
to
so
it
funny.
You know me too well, brother. You know me too well, man. I'm gonna be there.
I
I'm
figured
gonna
so.
be there.
I wasn't
don't
worried.
worry about it. Oh goodness. All right. Are we ready for our third story, boys? And again, this one is a long one.
All right, buckle
Let's
in.
do it.
This one is coming from r/chew off my chest. And just a forewarning, there are 9 edits,
Oof.
which are each their own
God.
update.
Okay.
You might want to drink some water, brother. But also
Yeah.
don't, because you might pee in the middle of the conversation.
I'll just pee in my seat. I'll
Oh,
take
there you go.
notes from that first guy.
Yeah. You're married.
Love it.
You're one step further. So
Yeah. What's you
Yeah.
gonna do? All right. I'm getting married in 2 weeks and I am totally screwed. I literally need to get this off of my chest. I feel like I'm going insane. My fiance, let's call her Sarah, 28-year-old female, and myself, 34-year-old male, have known each other for about 6 years.
illegal.
Illegal? Illegal!
God.
Engaged for 1. Our wedding is scheduled to take place in just 2 weeks, and I just witnessed something that is making me feel like I am making the biggest mistake of my life.
You don't say.
Tonight, Sarah and I were taking the rare opportunity to relax at home. She was in the kitchen making dinner while I was out back working on one of my projects.
Why are you
Live
making
on
dinner,
an
bitch?
acreage. Yeah, make some fucking dinner, bitch. We live on an acreage, and I am building us a pagoda/fire pit in the backyard that we are planning on using this fall. Anyway, as you do when you're doing heavy labor, I got thirsty and came back to the house to get a drink, where I see Sarah on the counter preparing dinner and talking on the speakerphone. I recognize the voice instantly as her brother-in-law, Marty. Now, this is where my brain gets totally twisted. Marty asks Sarah if she's seen her sister, Evelyn, as he's been trying to get in contact with her, and she's not answering any texts. I hear Sarah say to him, "Oh, she just left here. She should be home in a half hour or so." It should be noted that Evelyn is Marty's wife of the past 5 years. I have to admit that I immediately didn't register what she had said because I went into the kitchen and grabbed a glass and asked Sarah, "What was all of that about?" And she responds, "Oh, Marty was looking for Evie." I then see her texting and I ask her, "What are you doing?" And she says, "Oh, I'm texting Evie that Marty was looking for." Anyway, I poured myself a drink, sat down, had a sip, and then my brain finally began to work. First off, I heard Sarah tell Marty that Evelyn was here. Evelyn was not here. And the last time we saw her was yesterday, when she came over to work for some last-minute wedding decoration stuff with Sarah. Secondly, why is she texting Evelyn and expecting a response when I distinctly heard Marty say that Evelyn wasn't answering her texts? Lastly, why the hell would she tell Marty that Evelyn should be back in 30 minutes unless she knows where she is, or she is right now in front of me texting her to tell her to get her butt home quickly? That was a weird sentence. I'm sorry.
That's a weird. I understood what you meant.
Yeah. The only conclusion that I came up with is that Sarah was lying to Marty about the whereabouts of her sister and is probably warning Evie that Marty is expecting her home in half an hour. I then spent probably the next 5 minutes concocting various explanations for this behavior, some decent and some downright horrible, and playing them back in my head. I really badly wanted to ask Sarah about this, but at the same time, if I think what is going on is actually going on, then I doubt that I would get a straight answer from her. Which brings me to about an hour ago. I woke up around 1 a.m. to use the toilet, and I couldn't I couldn't resist the urge to check Sarah's phone. We both know each other's pins, so this wasn't a difficult thing to do. Anyway, I grabbed the phone, retreated to the bathroom, and unlocked it. And, yep, it was exactly what I was afraid of and probably what most of you were expecting. Sarah's sister, Evelyn, has been having an affair for about 6 months with a coworker, and Sarah has been helping Evelyn cover it up for almost the entire time.
Oh,
Don't like that.
that's tough.
There are literally hundreds of texts between them discussing it, discussing the coworker, discussing sex things, really embarrassing things about my brother-in-law, and just stuff that makes my stomach churn. And here is my soon-to-be wife going along with all of it without even batting an eye. I took some screenshots of the entire thread, put the phone back where I found it, and then retreated to my home office to find myself here, typing it all out on Reddit, simply so I can avoid the primal scream that wants to come out of my mouth right now. Reddit, I am totally 100% screwed. I cannot marry Sarah. I just can't do it now. I can't think of any reasonable excuse she could offer me about assisting her sister in this affair and victimizing not only Marty, but their 2-year-old daughter as well. On the other hand, myself, my family, Sarah and her family have all sunk an enormous amount of money into this wedding that is supposed to happen in about 2 weeks. There is no way that we are getting any of that money back. And on top of that, I feel like an absolute fool. Like, how did I not know this woman was like this? What the hell am I going to do? I can't marry her. However, I still want to. She's beautiful, fun, and kind. And I thought we had a bright future ahead of us. She's never done anything wrong to me, but I just can't see her the same now. It's like a big black stain on an otherwise beautiful picture. Why's it got to be black?
I think it's
Strange
just an
choice of words,
expression.
brother. What the fuck was that? Just a big stain? It could have just been a big stain. Anyways. I just don't know how the fuck I got this so wrong, and I'm absolutely dreading doing what I need to do. I feel like I want to vomit or break something. Updates begin. Do you want to say anything now before we get into it?
Yeah.
This dude knows what he needs to do,
I mean,
and that's leave her ass.
I would, before I did anything like call off the wedding, I'd have a conversation with her and like let her know that I know to see if she has some sort of, reason as to why. It would be one thing if she just found out and was covering for her just so that her sister could let her know on her own or something like that. But you said it's been,
6 months,
hundreds of messages and 6 months. So
Yeah.
there's very few excuses she could give to, make that make sense. But at least talking to her and giving her the option to come clean to you is something. But yeah, other than that, that's a tough one because they could do the same thing to you in 3 years. You know what I mean? And if anything, your wife or your fiance has blackmail on her sister, so she'll never tell anyone. So yeah, that's a tough situation, but yeah, you know what you got to do, I think.
Yeah, my conversation would be very short. It's like, did you know about this or not? If it's a yes, peace out. If they deny it, peace out.
Yeah.
Is there any, because I'm trying to think of like, is there any circumstance? And I just,
No.
unless this guy was like a danger to
Abusive.
them and the daughter.
Yeah,
But you would think that would be in the hundreds of texts.
you would think so.
Yes.
Like you think OP would have read that and been like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah, instead of making
need
fun of
a-
him and
yeah, we need to arrest Marty. But it doesn't sound like that. It sounds like Marty's kind of innocent so far.
And OP would probably know the dynamic of their relationship.
you would
'Cause,
think, but
You would
he doesn't
think.
even know the dynamics of his own relationship, to be honest.
It's true,
true.
apparently.
That's true.
But, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like what Josh said. I wouldn't trust your fiance either, just because they can do the other way around, where the sister's gonna be covering for her fiance next time
Yeah.
around. So
Yeah, that's like
You know what you need to
6
do, brother.
months of lying to
Mhm.
you
To
as
you
well.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. All right, let's get into the first of 9 edits.
Oof.
Oh my god.
Some of these are short, some of them are very long.
Okay.
So we'll go. All right, guys, you do not need to convince me to not marry Sarah. That's obvious. The wedding is off. I'm just trying to figure out my next steps and work up the nerve to do it. There's an incredible amount of pressure on me from the expectations of everyone, but I'm not going to buckle under it. I just am not relishing having to deal with the fallout, and I'm more than a little angry that I'm even in this situation. It's 5 a.m. I have work in 3 hours, and I'm running off of just a couple hours of sleep. I'm going to take a shower, head into work early to avoid Sarah, and stew on all of this. Thank you to all the supportive people here, and a big raspberry to the dill holes who keep saying I should figure out whatever good reason my soon-to-be ex-fiance had for this garbage. Edit 3. I just got to work around 7. No one was in the office, so I decided to start pulling off the Band-Aid, and I called my brother. He lives in Australia, and so he was still up after having just put his kids to bed. It was hard breaking the news to him about this because I know he has laid out a huge amount of money for flights for him and his family to come, but to his credit, as an older brother, he didn't mention it once, and he
Yeah.
just backed me up.
I was gonna say, if your brother comes to you with that, you just got to be like, "Yeah, I'm here for you." Like, it'd be pretty
Yeah.
shitty for you to be like, "Well, I paid all this money."
I mean, honestly,
How
I
would you
think
how would you think the brother would react, Sean, in an Australian accent?
no.
Oh no! I just
That's
put shrimp on
terrible,
the
mate.
Barbie.
Oh no,
I just
the
threw
marriage
another
down
shrimp
under.
on the Barbie. Guess we just got to come to America anyways.
That turned British quick.
I honestly, to this day, do not know the difference. It sounds the same to me. It's
Oh,
bad.
I remember growing up, they'd be like these early tweets like, if you want to sound Australian, just say rise up lights. And
Oh.
it's like saying razor blades.
Rise up lights.
Fries abides.
Yeah.
I need to listen to more Chris Hemsworth interviews.
Yeah. Just don't stare at his body, Sean.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is that I just stare at it like it's a picture. It's crazy. He made a great point too. He said, and I'm totally paraphrasing here, you work in a job where you have to deal with liars and scammers day in and day out. I don't blame you for wanting to have somewhere to go where this isn't a concern. And he's totally right about that, and I get now why I am reacting so strongly to Sarah's participation in this deceit. He also had a great idea. He was going to take his family down to Florida to do some sightseeing and visit the parks. Well, now the kids will be accompanied by their uncle as well. It should be easy since we were going to honeymoon there as well, and we were planning on meeting them for a little bit anyways. I'll just rebook everything to be a little bit closer to him and his family, and I'll offer Sarah's ticket to either my sister or another family member.
Nice.
I haven't had time to read everyone's comments, but I have answered a few. Right now, I'm just sort of making myself sick by drinking cup after cup of coffee and trying to distract myself until the day gets on enough to where I could reach out to Marty. Edit 4. Just did morning stand-up. My stomach is doing flip-flops from drinking about 2 pots of coffee since I got in here. So early.
Holy.
That can't be good.
crap.
No, that can't be.
And I
Can't be helping with the anxiety either.
No.
Nah, this dude's heart rate is probably
Yeah.
like 190.
I absolutely cannot focus or concentrate. I feel like I can't do anything from my side until I tell Marty what I know. So I'm just going to take a sick day, drive over to his house, see if he's around, and if not, I'll call him and track him down. Marty is a teacher who is on a break right now, and Evelyn works a 9 to 5 like me. So odds are good this works out. Wish me luck, Reddit. Edit 6.
Respect on doing it face to face, by the way.
I also respect for just being straight up. Like, as soon as you found out, you're trying to
Yeah.
tell them. Like, that's what you should do.
Yeah. Got to Marty's house a little after 10 a.m. He had just put his daughter down for a nap, and we had a long, frankly brutal talk in the kitchen. Basically, he has suspected this for a couple of months now, but Evelyn has been very good at covering her tracks, obviously with the assistance of Sarah and a couple of their mutual friends. Tough.
Damn, bro.
Terrible friends. Jesus.
I unfortunately do not have all 6 months of text messages, just a couple dozen screenshots I sent to myself from Sarah's phone. But I gave him also, did he like text that to himself? 'Cause
Probably
she's gonna
airdrop.
see that. Oh, airdrop, smart. But I gave him what I have and offered to help him however I could. I am a field analyst in the SIU department of a mid-sized insurer specializing in workers' comp fraud, so I know a few things and I know a few people. Anyway, I'm now working from my laptop in my almost brother-in-law's kitchen, trying to salvage whatever I can. I'm going to try to talk to Sarah this evening and get the word out as fast as I can to my friends and family, now that I know I won't screw Marty over. So far, I've managed to rebook most of the honeymoon, although I had a problem with the ticket because Sarah was flying under her maiden name, and our carrier has a surname rule for name changes. Anyway, they did allow me to cancel and get a partial refund and rebook it to my sister, who will be accompanying her 2 brothers and nieces to Florida in a couple of weeks. I'm holding off on canceling the venues until after I talk to Sarah because I don't want to tip anyone off until Marty gets his chance to confront Evelyn. But I will absolutely be letting my family and friends know this afternoon sometime and beg them to keep it close. I'm basically in a frenzy right now canceling stuff I can cancel, and I'm heading down to the bank in a few to open a new bank account and getting my bills/pay sorted out. Some people have mentioned the finances, but it should be good. The mortgage is in my name since we are not married, and I have a bigger income, but Sarah did contribute about $20K versus my $60K towards the down payment. I will have to probably pay her that money and some portion of the mortgage payments over the last 16 months, but it could be worse. Edit 6.
Flying through these.
We're getting it. We're getting there. Edit 7 is a doozy.
Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Edit 6. I'm going to go silent for a while. This post has already been circulating around TikTok and has gone way, way beyond what I ever thought it would when I was freaking out.
It will resurface again in 3 months, buddy.
It wasn't us this time.
First off, I want to say something here. I do not hate Sarah. I don't approve of what she did. I frankly find it repulsive, and I'm shocked by uncovering how two-faced she can be and how she treats people, but I don't hate her. I'm just incredibly sad about everything, and the I'm screwed part of my post is really the short time frame I have to work under. Basically, our relationship is in a state where I cannot get married to her, but we're supposed to get married in 2 weeks. Maybe if we had 2 months, or better yet, a year or so to work through this, my approach might be vastly different, but I don't have that luxury. I have to move now. There's just no way I can enter into this marriage with the state of our relationship, so I'm not going to. I will report back later tonight with how everything went today. Hopefully, it will be less traumatic than I am anticipating.
Oh,
Edit 7.
this is the big one.
The long
doozy.
one.
Ooh.
I have no idea how long a Reddit post can be, as I've never written such a long one before in my life. So
Now you know.
It's a good
I hope
start.
this goes through. It's about 8:30 p.m. right now, and I'm writing this from my buddy's house. His name is Mark, and a former coworker of mine that is also in the same field of work. As I mentioned in a previous update, I work as a field analyst in the SIU department of a decent-sized insurance carrier. For people who don't know what that is, I'm basically a private detective. My job is to investigate what we think might be fraudulent claims in regards to workers' comp. Anyway, as I kind of hinted at, Marty asked for my help in finding out who the other guy was that Evelyn was cheating on him with. All we had to go on was his name. Let's call him Jake.
From State Farm?
From the
Peralta.
insurance company, it all comes back
Oh,
around.
he works at Yeah.
Also, so weird how Jake from State Farm is a celebrity. That's
Is he?
still so weird to me. He's in commercials. He's at award shows.
He's always been
Yeah.
in commercials. That was
well, I mean,
Yo, Sarah.
but like in other in other things than the initial Jake from State Farm
Gotcha. Okay.
commercial.
Hey, yo, Sarah really hit us with what are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? Like legit at 3 a.m.
God damn. The first thing I did was not some major amount of sleuthing. It was basically just going through LinkedIn, trying to find the guy through Evelyn's connections, but that brought up nothing, which I thought was strange. Marty had told me that Evelyn was supposed to go out for drinks tonight after work, and that she said she wouldn't be home until around 8 or 9 or around 9 or 10. He didn't have to tell me what he suspected since I pretty much understood right away. I told him that I would help him, but he needed to come with me. I then contacted my buddy Mark, explained the situation to him, and had him agree to meet us later in the day. The first thing we did was drive over to Marty's parents' house so that they could watch their granddaughter. I don't know what Marty told them as I waited in the car. After that, we went to Evelyn's place of work. It's one of those large commercial strip mall type centers with all of these nondescript offices in a row and a large non-gated car park. We drove around until we found Evelyn's car, and then I had Marty unlock it with the second set of keys. I then gave Marty a voice-activated recorder and a GPS tracker to place in the car. This guy is Batman.
Jesus. I was gonna say, I could see this being like a buddy cop kind of movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Once done with that, we left, parked a bit down the street, and waited for my friend to arrive and for Evelyn to leave the business. Mark shows up about 20 minutes later, hops in the car with us, and about an hour after that, Evelyn comes out of her office with 2 of her girlfriends and a tall, younger-looking man with sandy blonde hair. They are obviously holding hands, and I'm like, damn, Evelyn, you're making it kind of easy for me. I take a couple of pictures from the car. God damn, this is crazy. And then
Hey,
wait.
he's a professional, bro.
Private investigator.
I just know he got that motherfucking long, what do you call that? Those
the DSLRs, the
lenses?
The lens. Yeah.
Did y'all watch Arrested Development?
I did.
Did y'all watch that? What is it with the PI? He's always in really bad disguise. Was that Jean Parmesan or something?
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Some stupid shit. What a great show.
I take a couple pictures from the car and then wait for Evelyn to leave in hers, and then I start tracking her. At first, I thought she might go right to a hotel or something, but she didn't. Instead, she drove to a reasonably nice bar and grill in a nice section of town and parked on the street. I drove by her as she was getting out of her car and entering the establishment, and then found my own parking spot and went over the plan. First, we sent Mark in, since no one knew him. He basically had 2 jobs. First, try to get any compromising pictures he could of Evelyn and Jake. And second, to be my alibi. Marty and I waited in the car for about 20 minutes until I got the first in the series of text messages from Mark. There were pictures of Evelyn and Jake making out in front of the other 2 female coworkers.
They just know.
At a Chili's, bro.
I was going to say Chili's.
Oh, man. Also, another sponsor I would fucking love to have.
They're feeling real good.
Yeah.
We've talked about them a whole while. They feel God in this Chili's.
Well, they're feeling
Satan.
something else. Yeah.
Marty's suspicions were right. They were helping Evelyn hide the affair from him. He was obviously very upset and angry. Evidently, one of the coworkers is married, and as a couple, they are good friends with Marty and Evelyn, both of them
That's
having
wild.
toddlers around the same age.
That's crazy.
Yeah. How is everyone so cool with this?
Yeah.
Seriously.
I asked Marty if that's enough for him, but he says he still really wants to know who this guy is. I try to tell him that we can find out later, but he's practically begging me at this point, so I tell him to wait. Text Mark that I'm coming in and then enter the bar myself. First thing I see is Evelyn and her crew laughing and drinking at one of those tall round tables near the front window as I enter. I stop for a moment, pretend to be surprised, and then call out to Evelyn. Evelyn, hi. What are you doing here? She's obviously shocked to see me, and everyone around her tenses up immediately. Evelyn quickly introduces me as her sister's fiancé and says that we are getting married in 2 weeks. There are a lot of congratulations from everyone. I thank them and stick out my hand to the blonde guy and introduce myself with my full name, hoping that he'll respond in kind. He does. And I'm a bit taken aback, as his name is not Jake.
From State Farm.
From State Farm. I
That's his
introduced
full
myself.
name.
Yeah. First name Jake, last name from State Farm.
From State Farm.
I introduce myself to everyone else and then tell Evelyn that I'm here to meet a coworker. I wave to Mark and then excuse myself. Once I get over to Mark, I tell him the guy's name and we both whip out our phones and start to go to work. It doesn't take long for us to find him. He's got social media profiles and a couple of court case judgments against him. Oh, yikes.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Everything sort of falls into place when we find out that Jake is actually his middle name. At this point, I'm basically just grateful that Evelyn isn't cheating on Marty with 2 different coworkers. Turns out that Jake is 26, married, and has a 1-year-old daughter.
Wild.
And all of these people are just cool with this. What the fuck?
How many marriages are in this?
What is
Oh
this
my
office?
Y'all live in a small ass town or something? Because this is weird.
It's weird.
It's crazy.
This keeps getting worse. Anyways, I text Marty the guy's name and I decide I want to push my luck and tell him to wait a few more minutes. Basically, I'm playing babysitter here at the bar. I'm totally visible to Evelyn and her crew. I could see out of the corner of my eye that no one is particularly happy about this and that my presence is really ruining the night. Good.
Yeah.
I let this go on for about 10 minutes and then tell Marty to text Evelyn that he's spending the night at his parents' house with their daughter. It doesn't take long after that until I catch Evelyn taking out her phone, showing it to Jake, and then everyone else deciding to pack it up. Evelyn comes over to me, says goodnight, and asks me if Sarah and I want to come over for dinner this weekend. I smile and say, that sounds like a great idea, and wish her and her coworkers a good night. Mark and I wait for them to leave. We then pay our bill and hurry back to awaiting Marty. There's a bit of hesitation here because we don't know exactly what Evelyn was going to do. Like, I half assumed she might have already booked a hotel room and was heading there, which would have made everything a lot more complicated and limited what I could do. But it turns out that tonight was probably meant to just be drinks at the bar, and it wasn't until Marty decided to spend the night at his parents' that it turned into something more. Evelyn made a beeline for home, and we followed her way out of sight and parked down the street. It didn't take long after that for another car to pull into Marty's driveway, and we saw Jake get out, go up to the door, knock, and be greeted by Evelyn. Then they went inside together.
Crazy.
Now at this point, it's about 7:30 p.m. and I have my own stuff to do tonight, and I think that as a friend, I've done pretty much all I can do for Marty, and he can handle the rest himself. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, definitely, but I don't want to get any more involved in this drama than I already am, and being the wingman for him while he confronts his cheating wife is a bit much for me considering my situation.
I would have loved to be there.
No, but fair enough. Fair enough. He's got to deal with his own relationship too.
Yeah, he's got to talk
Fair,
to...
but
Yeah.
come on.
Also, Mark-
You don't want to see
You're at the
things
finish
go
line,
down.
brother.
Come on. You ran most of the marathon already. Finished the goddamn race.
Give him at least a
Finish the
wire and a
story.
camera. You know what I mean? A body cam.
Yeah,
some
put
kind
it
of-
put it on his pockets or some
Yeah.
shit. You use the same damn method you use for the car.
Yeah.
We want to know.
Damn.
My God.
Marty says it's fine and that he'll do the rest himself. Guess he's more of a man than you thought, Evelyn. That was what was written. He goes to Evelyn's car, retrieves my gear, and we bid each other goodbye. That was almost 2 hours ago. I did get one text message from Marty saying it was done and he was going to his parents' house for real this time. But my phone hasn't been blowing up, so I don't know what's been going on with Evelyn, and I've been at Mark's since then.
Jake's dead.
I think that basically... Who?
I was gonna say it's like that sounded like a hit.
Yeah, it did sound like a murder.
It's been done.
Super ominous.
I think that basically concludes my part in Marty's story. If he was smart, listen to my advice. He was recording with his phone when he entered the house. I'll find out later. Anyway, my biggest priority now is to head home and tell Sarah that the wedding is off. She's almost 100% going to take it badly. There is no way that she won't. But like I said, I just can't get married to her right now. I don't know what the future holds for us or if we will be done with each other or not, but we definitely are not getting married anytime soon. Also, for people who keep saying, why didn't you talk to her first? Why didn't you confront her? I have to say, are you stupid? She stone cold lied in front of me to her brother-in-law that she has known for about 10 years and supposedly thinks is a great husband and father. Maybe you are naive to think that someone can lie that coldly to someone they are supposed to care about and then tell you the truth, but I'm not wired that way. Until that moment, I never had cause to second guess Sarah or not trust her. She was literally untrustworthy in front of my face, and I'm supposed to let that slide or expect her to be honest to me now? I guess you don't know what it's like to have your entire view of someone shift in an instant. It's disorienting and frankly, a bit panic-inducing. I'm actually impressed that I kept my head and followed my instincts instead of pressing her right away because it led me to the truth. It would have been ridiculously easy for her to lie to me and to delete those text messages, and if she had done that, then I never would have read the horrible thing she said, never seen how she could be so duplicitous and so two-faced, and I never realized how little I actually knew about her. I'm going home to talk to Sarah. I'll update later to let everyone know what the final verdict is. I don't expect it to be a good one.
Just to defend, when I said to talk to her, I didn't know he was going to get this involved in the other half of the thing. So
yes, I mean,
I thought he was just going to talk to her.
This took
and leave.
a turn, brother. This definitely took a turn.
I will say he's a better person than I for going this far and helping out his brother-in-law or his would-be brother-in-law.
Would-be brother-in-law.
Yeah.
True. I will be scorching earth if I find out like this.
Yeah.
Edit 8. Almost there, boys. Well, I had the talk with Sarah last night. It was pretty insane. I'm honestly burnt out and still exhausted, even though I took another sick day and slept in until almost 11:15. Sleep deficiency is real. I know everyone is thirsty for updates, but as much as it's therapy for me to write them down, I am absolutely drained. And as you may have noticed, I don't know how to be short. Just call it a character trait from my profession and the endless amount of minutia-filled reports I've written. I will give a TLDR, and I promise to do a proper update later. Long story short, and this is like the first of 7 paragraphs. I came home to talk to Sarah about canceling the wedding and found her comforting Evelyn on the couch. I almost turned around and walked out, but didn't. Words were exchanged, tears were had, people got really angry, and the cops were called.
What do you mean?
Why are they angry at you?
I don't know.
Yeah, don't TLDR this shit. Why were the cops called? I want to know what escalated this thing.
I collapsed later and fell asleep for like 10 hours, and my phone is practically glowing from the heat of a bajillion unread messages and missed calls. If it vibrates anymore, I'm going to take it to Evelyn's office and charge $10 a minute to sit on it. Stuff is really up in the air, and I have a lot to do today. My family already knew what was going on by yesterday afternoon, but I need to contact some friends today and give them a move on other things. I'm just going to answer a couple and then bug out to get stuff done. First, I am not James Bond. I'm the guy that follows around the disabled construction worker to his Zumba class or skydiving lesson. I've been doing it for about 5 years and I'm pretty good at it. Nothing I did went beyond a $50 GPS that you could buy from Amazon and a tiny, tiny bit of social engineering. You might be surprised how far social engineering can get you, but whatever. Second, I am off the clock on the mysterious case of Marty and the Hobag Hobgoblin. Whatever Marty does with the info he has, including contacting the other wife, is on him. I am not interjecting myself into this mess any more than I already have. Marty is a good friend, but I have my own little world collapsing right now, and now that I don't have my moral indignation to distract me, it's becoming a bigger burden than I have been letting on. Third, I'm not an aspiring screenwriter or novelist. I do, however, have to write a lot of reports. You have no idea. Most of my life is actually spent hunched over a laptop working on a report or transcribing statements. For every hour I spend doing field work, I probably spend 10 doing paperwork or research. Fourth, you are right that I was wrong to leave Marty in to go do that alone. I didn't have any fear, not even an iota, that Marty would do anything stupid, but I didn't properly take into account the risk to him. That's a personal failing of mine. It's not that I don't care. I just tend to estimate that other people handle things like I do, and hence, Marty was doing something that I would do. And
It is done.
yeah. So I didn't question it like I probably should have. I know this is a problem of mine and I'm working on it, but I'm not in the best place emotionally, so my IQ was kind of low in that situation. Lastly, people saying, you don't know the whole situation. What if Marty was an abuser? Yada, yada, yada. Nobody, you don't know the whole situation, but I do. I read 6 months of text messages.
Yeah. What a stupid argument, Reddit, you fucking idiots. What the hell?
I mean, immediately we were like, the worst possible thing would be he's an abuser, but he just read 6 months of text.
Exactly.
So obviously, probably not.
2 seconds of thinking, Reddit, and you'd fucking know the answer to that question. God damn it. People are so stupid sometimes. Oh, sorry.
This
that
dude
pissed me off more
investigates
than
for a
anything.
fucking living.
Oh, Jesus. I just love when people assume they know better than you, who's experiencing it and has gone, like, what are you doing?
Who's in there? I know why Evelyn did what she did, and I know how she feels about Marty. I know how my ex-fiance played along with this. I'm not just sharing it because it's vile, but I know, and it played a big part in how I acted in the last day and a half. Trust me, if Sarah had done something, anything other than encouraging or egging on Evelyn, we'd probably not be here. But she did, so we are. Anyway, that's it from me. I will try to update again in the next few days with the whole fallout, but I am probably going to be mostly off of Reddit for now. Best of luck to everyone, and thank you all to the people who are backing me up. It meant a lot to me and kept me sane. Well, some semblance of sane anyways. Edit 9. I tried posting
Final edit. Let's go.
I tried posting an update to the subreddit under a new post because it's freaking huge, but Automod keeps eating it. Oh, okay. We could. Edit 9 is saying I tried to make these into many posts, but I couldn't.
Yeah,
So that's why they're edits. Okay, so really only 8 edits, but whoa.
Whew, man, that's a lot of field work that you had to
Yeah,
do.
I mean,
and that kind of sucks for the guy too, because he's like, he was going through all the emotions of trying to figure everything out logistically, and still, I would give him props. He still did the right thing, and kind of supported his brother-in-law, even though he says he didn't do it in completion. But I still think he did the right thing and made sure that he was also set up for success, even though it's kind of a bad thing to find out. But
yeah,
I feel for this guy, man.
Yeah, for me, it's like, yeah, he didn't go in the house with his brother-in-law, but it's like, I don't know. He's also not in the right state of mind. Like, why are you being hard on him in the scenario? He's one of the victims of this, kind of side victim anyway. His life's getting turned upside down. He's dealing with a lot as well. And his
whole world fell apart too.
Yeah. And he just executed this perfect plan of, let's get evidence for you, Marty, so that you can have the best case in court. So I think he did his part. Yeah, it would have been nice if he went in with him for sure. But again, he's not in the right state of mind. He's going through a lot. He just did a lot. And I think it's a lot to ask for him to, think rationally in that state. So yeah, I mean, good for OP for doing the right thing, helping out Marty and, calling it off with Sarah.
Yeah. Dude, being able to strategically plan something within like 2-3 days of not having any sleep and probably like so much thoughts like rushing through your brain, and you still managed to do that, dude, you must be really good at your fucking job.
Dude did this in under 24 hours.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's what 2 pots of coffee will do for you.
Holy shit. This has been a coffee ad this whole time.
Yeah.
Gotcha, patrons.
Oh, fuck. That was good. That's good, Sean.
Insane story. Definitely not enough time for the extra story. I'll just share that another time. But
fair.
Are you ready for the Underbaki inspired segment? Is AI okay?
Hell yeah.
Gasp.
So pretty much what we're going to do here is you guys know Google, whenever you Google search something, there's now an AI overview.
Yes.
But apparently it's having problems because it's getting a lot of its AI generated answers from the place where we make money, Reddit.
Yep.
So not only is it not giving facts, it's just
lying.
giving troll posts.
Yeah.
You will Google something, the AI overview will come up, and sometimes you may just get a Reddit post, a Reddit troll.
Yeah. I will say, by the time this comes out, it'll definitely
be
fixed because ChatGPT had
fixed.
the same thing when it came out, and it's pretty good now. So, yeah. But I think I know which ones you're gonna go with, and these are pretty good. John will like these.
Okay. So some of them are dark. So just
Yeah, maybe I haven't seen all of them then.
okay. Maybe I'll skip the dark one. I'll just go with some of the stupid ones. If you Google what is America's finest news source, the AI overview will say The Onion. It is America's satirical nursepaper and digital media company.
Yeah, because it also was taking articles from The Onion.
Yeah. Are parachutes effective? AI.
No.
Parachutes are no more effective than backpacks at preventing death or major injury when jumping from an aircraft.
What have we created?
How many Muslim presidents has the United States had?
Oh, no.
The United States has had at least one Muslim president, Barack Obama.
Just wrong.
Wrong. Incorrect. I believe he's Catholic.
Yeah. I thought it would be funny if it was like, George W. Bush or something.
That would be hilarious.
That would be good. Yeah.
Has a dog ever played in the NHL? Yes. A dog has played in the NHL. In 2018, Possipil, a fourth-round pick in 2018, played 63 games for the Calgary Flames, scoring 8 goals and 24 points. He spent the 23 to 24 season with the Flames before playing in the NHL.
That's not true. Austin
Makes no
Matthews
sense.
currently plays, and he's my dog. Okay.
He got that dog,
No, he doesn't. He's never won.
Is there sugar, alcohol in Mountain Dew? Mountain Dew does not contain added sugar.
Really? Interesting.
Can cockroaches live in your penis? Absolutely. And it's totally normal. Usually over the course of a year, 5 to 10 cockroaches will crawl into your penis hole while you are asleep. This is how they got the name cockroach. And you won't even notice a thing.
Bricked up for Agba, baby.
Yeah, if you're Agba's boyfriend, then it happens way more than 10 times a year or whatever you said. You know.
10 times a night. All right, I'm going to end with 3 sort of dark ones. So these ones are dangerous AI ones. So if you want to skip ahead to the end of the episode, I don't blame you. Trigger warning for suicide. How to get dick unstuck from Pringles can. AI. You might need to kill yourself, dog.
Oh my God.
Damn, how thick is your shit for
To get stuck in a...
Holy crap.
I like how that was your first.
John's like, he's living life. Why would he kill himself?
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's some girthy.
That's a girthy ass dick, bro. You got it. It could be actually all Pringles cans are the same girth, no matter the length.
Yeah.
Damn. Once you
Must be
pop,
nice,
you can't stop because it's stuck, baby.
This next one
Got
says
that grippy.
It's. This next one says, Googled, I'm feeling depressed, AI overview. There are many things you can do to try to deal with depression. One Reddit user suggests jumping off the Golden Gate Bridge.
Jesus.
Not
gosh.
safe, Google.
Just fuck up Pringles can at this point.
And the last one is Google, what is the safest kind of bleach to drink? Unscented chlorine bleach is the only safe bleach to drink.
Yeah, I heard this one too.
I
was
mean,
fucked up.
some past president suggested injecting that in your body. So
Yeah, that's
and he's
true.
about to be president again somehow.
Yeah.
I'm so scared.
As you were reading the last
But
two,
yeah, those are.
all I was thinking of was why haven't they created a Fleshlight Pringles can?
There's gotta be.
It's $1 million
There's absolutely gotta be.
Is it
or just like a fucking. There's gotta be a fleshlight that is inside a Pringles can, so you can have it out without.
bro?
Yeah.
There's gotta be.
They're gonna be smelling like sour cream and onion, man. That's fucking.
gross.
Imagine going to someone's house, opening up Pringles, being like, "Oh hell yeah," and then fucking.
Oh.
What you got there?
Turns into Blue
It's
Mountain
like
State.
two Pringles side by side.
Where's my pocket pussy?
It's insane that that's the only episode I remember from that show. That's
I remember the Oreo
Anyways.
one too. The butt cheek.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
What an unhinged show.
That's such a
Hey, yo, to this day, I'm still fucking traumatized by Juliet freaking gifting me a pocket pussy when I was in tech school in the Air Force. And we had a freaking full ass inspection, right? Like I caught wind that like there was gonna be inspection, and otherwise I would have been caught because they lay everything out like in the whole room where everyone's there.
Did you
Everyone
ask
got
for that?
caught with their shit. No. Bro, she straight up sent me a bunch of like weird shit in a pocket pussy, right? And I'm like, yo, what are you doing? So I well, of course I used it first and then I threw it away afterwards. And then the next day, bro, like there was a full ass inspection.
Don't say that
and
so matter of factly. Like, of course I used it.
I'm not
No.
gonna let her purchase go to waste. I gotta at least try it one time and then I threw it away afterwards. So I didn't get caught. Everyone else did and got, shamed out of their minds, but it was hilarious, bro. I was like, oh my God, one day later, I would have been caught.
I love how this turned into
Insane.
is John okay?
Yeah. I
was
do want
fine,
to,
bro.
I do want to shout out the people that sent that to me over Discord. Shout out to Parmesan Can't Stop Me on Discord, and
Ooh.
it's Jelinek
Hell
for
yeah.
posting all of those.
Thank you.
All right. Well, that's it for this episode. We got to end it not early at all. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for supporting us during Josh's wedding week. And yeah, we'll see you guys.
Y'all better flood the comments with congratulations, Josh and Sienna. And you know what? Send them something so they can have a really, really good honeymoon.
Wow.
too.
Wow.
Thank you for doing this early, boys. I appreciate it. And yeah.
Yeah, buy some merch.
Yes.
That'll go
There we
straight.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah. Hell yeah.
there it is.
Or just play the YouTube over and over again because a lot of the YouTube money goes straight to Josh. So please
Yeah.
support our boy.
Wow. Thank you. But yeah, I appreciate it, everyone. And yeah, hopefully we're having a good time in Salem right now.
Hell yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see y'all on Friday. Unless you pay, then we'll see you on Thursday. Okay, bye.
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 Get there